Once upon a time, in a quaint little town nestled among rolling hills, lived a family of 4, John and Mary, their son Michael, and their daughter Emily. Their home exuded warmth and happiness, yet within its walls lurked an unseen imbalance. John and Mary loved their children deeply, but their affections seemed to lean more towards Michael, their younger son, than Emily, their daughter. From the earliest days, Michael was showered with attention and praise, while Emily often felt overlooked and neglected. No matter how hard Emily tried to earn her parents' love and approval, it always seemed out of reach. She excelled in school, poured her heart into her passions, and strived to be the perfect daughter, yet she remained unnoticed amidst Michael's radiance. As the years passed, Emily's sense of isolation grew. Her parents' affection for Michael overshadowed everything else, leaving her feeling like an outsider in her own home. She longed for a place where she would be cherished and valued for who she was. One day, unable to bear the weight of her loneliness any longer, Emily made a decision. She approached her parents with trembling courage and expressed her desire to go live with her grandpa in a distant town. To her dismay, her announcement was met with casual indifference. John and Mary were too preoccupied with Michael's upcoming soccer tournament to pay much attention to Emily's words. They nodded absent-mindedly, their minds already consumed by thoughts of cheering on their beloved son from the sidelines. Heart heavy with disappointment, Emily packed her bags and bid farewell to the home where she had never truly felt at home. Tears stung her eyes as she embarked on the journey to her grandpa's house, seeking solace in the hope of finding acceptance and love there. Days turned into weeks and Emily settled into her new life with her grandpa. Surrounded by his warmth and unconditional love, she began to heal the wounds inflicted by years of neglect. For the first time, she felt truly seen and appreciated for who she was. Meanwhile, back home, John and Mary's world was turned upside down. With Emily's absence, the void in their hearts grew ever more pronounced. They couldn't shake the feeling that something vital was missing, yet they struggled to pinpoint what it was. As they watched Michael excel on the soccer field, a pang of guilt gnawed at their conscience. They had poured all their love and attention into him, oblivious to the pain they had inflicted on their own daughter. Regret washed over them like a tidal wave, drowning them in sorrow and remorse. One fateful evening, as John and Mary sat alone in the quiet emptiness of their home, a realization dawned upon them. They had allowed their love for Michael to blind them to the precious gem that was Emily. In their pursuit of perfection, they had overlooked the beauty of imperfection. Driven by a newfound sense of urgency, John and Mary set out on a journey of reconciliation. They traveled to her grandpa's house, their hearts heavy with apology and longing. As they stood on the doorstep, their eyes brimming with tears, they were greeted by the sight of Emily's radiant smile. In that moment, all the barriers that had once divided them melted away. Love flowed freely between parent and child, binding them together in a bond stronger than ever before. For in the end, it was love that triumphed over all obstacles, bridging the gap between past mistakes and future redemption. And so John, Mary, Michael, and Emily embarked on a new chapter of their lives, united in the understanding that love knows no bounds. Though they had stumbled along the way, they had emerged stronger and wiser, guided by the unwavering light of love that illuminated their path.